Sherlock sights have been used by champions to win gold, to capture titles, and to hunt for big game around the world. What do champions look for in a sight that ensures their success in the field? Versatility. Discover the revolutionary modular design of the Sherlock QC. These sights allow you to go from the 3D course to your tree stand by quickly changing a module. Total dependability. The lightweight, lethal weapon hunting sights are the choice for many successful hunters. True micro adjustments, third axis leveling, and complete pin control.
Oh yeah.
Deadly accuracy. Pivoting slides on Sherlock's single pin sights plus proper practice makes long range shots both attainable and accurate. Sherlock. Nobody does it better.
Welcome to this video on BowCast. My name is Aneal. I'm joined today by Matt Hogue, who's the archery lead at the Littleton, Colorado Sportsman's Warehouse, where we're filming today. And what we're going to talk about is early on in the year here, as you're looking at different pieces of equipment and accessories on your bow that you maybe are looking to upgrade or switch out. One of those pieces of equipment are definitely rests. So Matt, if you were willing, we were hoping to get you to kind of take us through the breadth and the different options of rests out there. Let's get started.
Arrow rests are very critical because they are the first and last thing that's going to touch your arrow as it leaves the bow. We're going to start off with the Tim Hunter style rest. This one's made by New Archery Products. It's our quick tune. Very general. Your arrow rests on the fingers here, and fletching is going to pass through between the fingers as you shoot. Very nice rest, been the standard of the industry for decades. Some of the drawbacks of it is if you're shooting with bad form or technique, you're going to get some fletching kick off of it, which could cause some inaccuracies. But with proper tuning and proper shooting form, a very good rest, very durable rest that's out there. Next, we're going to talk about the containment rests that have been probably some of the most popular rests in the nation over the last couple of years, to where you have the Whisker Biscuit. And new out from Bowtech is the Hostage. These are going to be complete containment rests. Your arrows rest on the bristles. Some of the problems with these are, you have 100% of contact with the arrow and the vanes as you're shooting, which isn't that big of a problem unless you're shooting, once again, bad form. And it's going to vary the amount of friction you're going to get. Depending on the width of your arrow, the length of the fletch or the vane you're using, the degree of helical or offset is all going to determine any kind of loss in arrow speed or deflection during the shot. But very great for beginners and guys just getting started shooting bows. Next, we're going to talk about some of the drop-aways. Drop-aways have come on pretty strong in the last half decade, starting with the trophy taker style rest. These basically bolt to your bow, and you're either going to have them attached to the cable slide of the bow, or it's going to attach into the downward traveling cable. As the bow is drawn, the rest comes up into center shot, and then as you shoot, it releases and drops out of the way, giving you zero fletch contact. And as these come out, some of the problems that guys were having is if they're overbowed or they have the tendency not to draw the bow real level or real easy, they hammer the draw and your arrow is going to come off to the side. So they've gone with bigger prongs. This is actually called the Shaky Hunter to kind of help keep that arrow kick and keep it on the rest for you. This is their entry-level SC model, which only has a windage adjustment, which is going to adjust the center of the rest with your string, and their higher end model, which also has elevation. And this is very critical when you're tuning a bow for broadheads and down the road. It makes it a lot easier to get your bow into tune and get that broadhead flight that you want. It just makes it a whole lot easier with all these adjustments. As I said, kind of over the years, some of the entry-level guys have not liked the drop-aways because of the problem of keeping that arrow on the rest, and that's why some of the Whisker Biscuit and your containment rests have been so popular over the years. What you've seen is the next generation of drop-aways come out. This is the Ripcord by Ripcord Archery. It is what we call a containment drop-away. Basically, it's going to work as a general drop away, but the benefit of this one is you can cock it in the up position bringing the tongs up, and they have a containment bar, which as you can see, your arrow is going to be completely contained to where a shaky draw, an uneven draw, you don't have to worry about your arrow coming out. But as soon as you draw the bow, it's going to activate the forks and drop out of the way. Once again, plus and minuses, pretty much everything in the archery world has a good side and a bad side. Some of the downsides to your dropaways, they do create noise as they drop away. You have to put them, to where they contact the riser, and you're always going to get some kind of slapping or thumping sound, but they do make Sims vibration, makes a pad that goes under there to absorb some of that vibration. You put a cat pad down to help keep them quiet, but very accurate. Once again, with your windage and elevation adjustments, going to be a very accurate rest for you. Next in line is the Smart Rest by New Archery Products. Very adjustable rest, does not have the containment, works as the standard, can go into the cable slide or the downward traveling bus cable. But what makes this one, for the faster bows, you can actually adjust the speed of the drop away, also micro tune, click adjustment sort of to move your windage. So very adjustable, precise rest for accuracy.
So Matt, thanks for taking us through the different options as far as rests. A couple comments that I have, you mentioned the whisker biscuit. The containment factor is great if you're concerned with that. But like I always like to point out, when you're getting into kind of fine tuning your bow, you gotta consider the friction. You gotta consider things like if it's a little bit moist out, you're sitting in a tree stand and these bristles freeze, you actually have to shoot that arrow through it. Could really throw your game off. So that's one reason why I personally stay away from these. But like you said, Matt, these are great for if you're concerned with that containment factor. As we get into some of the dropaways, kind of the NAP, quick tune again, just like with any piece of equipment, we talked about it with sights before, the micro adjustment, you hear Anthony and I talk a lot, and Matt, we even had you on talk about paper tuning, doing it multiple times throughout the year. The active paper tuning, you're really going to be happy about a micro adjustable rest. That you can quickly, adjust that paper, get going, know that you're fine as far as a paper tune, get on your way back out to
and that keeps you from cutting any corners and sacrificing any kind of accuracy because of the price of the rest that you chose.
So what are we talking as far as if we look at the range of prices, if someone was looking to upgrade their rest?
Your rests are going to range anywhere from $20, again, to up over $120 depending on what you pick. Your TM Hunter style rests, 20 to about mid 40 range. Your whisker biscuits, they have anywhere from 40 to their $62 model here. And then you get up into dropaways. Once again, there's a wide range, anywhere from 40 to about $110, $120 for some of those. The more popular ones like the ripcords are going to cost you about $90.
Okay, good. Well, thanks for taking us through that.